For 7 years, we were the golden ones. Then, on Christmas night, she made me a ghost in my own home. My name is Leo, and my wife, Serena, taught me the cruel anatomy of love with a smile. That night, our home was a postcard. Twinkling lights, the scent of mulled wine and spruce, our family's laughter weaving through the air. Serena had been a stranger for months. Her phone a shield, her smile a practiced lie. I blamed the season, burying the dread beneath perfect hosting. When the last plate was cleared and contentment settled over the room, Serena rose, chiming her crystal glass. "I have a Christmas gift for you all," she announced, her eyes finding mine with a glacial shine. The gift of truth. A hush fell, ripe with expectation. Then, she dismantled our life to the soundtrack of silent carols. She painted our marriage as a museum piece, curated and lifeless. She mocked my predictable love, my quiet devotion, calling it a cage. The room's warmth vanished. My heart hammered against my ribs as she shared private grievances like canapes, saving her worst flourish for last. "There's a man at my firm," she said, a conspiratorial lilt in her voice, "who makes me feel electric, something Leo here hasn't managed in years." It landed not as a confession, but as the punchline she intended. In the ringing silence, amidst the pitying stares of those I loved, I was utterly alone. My hands clenched under the table, but I gave her nothing. Not a flinch, not a tear. I simply stood, collected my coat, and stepped into the winter's brutal embrace. I drove until the city lights blurred, a strange, solid calm crystallizing inside me. At dawn, I returned to the tomb of our home. She slept on the sofa, the portrait of careless victory. The old love sparked, then died. I remembered her laugh. I opened her tablet. She'd never changed the password. The evidence was a torrent. Secret getaways, photographs, messages laced with contempt for my dull love. My hands were steady as I documented it all. I left 2 items on the kitchen island. My wedding band atop a note that read, "I deserve more than to be your joke." Then, I sent one message to our family thread. "Our marriage is over. Serena has been unfaithful. I have proof." I muted the world and walked out. The sun rose on her reckoning. My phone erupted with her panic, then with the stunned messages from our circle shifting to outrage. The man from her office vanished. The image she'd sculpted so carefully shattered. She came to my sister's, where I'd fled, but I wouldn't see her. I was done with her performances. As she drowned in the fallout she'd orchestrated for applause, I sat with a simple cup of coffee, feeling an unfamiliar stillness. It wasn't joy, but a profound peace. The silence after a long, debilitating storm. In the end, she got the attention she craved, but it was a spotlight of disgrace. I chose a small, quiet apartment and began again. The greatest gift I gave myself wasn't leaving her. It was the moment I stopped listening to her story and started believing in my own. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is walk away without a word, and never, ever look back.